Welcome back to the Matrix. You know, just the Matrix you are. The Matrix. How's it feel, Neo? And today we got ourselves a banger. Daily market news analysis. What is up? What is up? How's everyone feeling out of 10? Let me know down in the comments down below. Your boy's running late today. Hope we got our coffee. And I don't know if I'm going to have time to do a evening stream today. So what I'm going to do today, since it's Thursday and this is the last scheduled trading session, we're going to do this. We're going to do this live in public. We're going to do our trading live in public on Thursday, and we'll make this stream a bit longer. We'll do some TA, some Q&A, like a normal stream basically, plus the live trading for everyone. So make sure you guys spam that like button, hit that share so other people can spam the like button. Let's get the party started. As of the time of recording, Bitcoin is currently sitting at $110,100, and this is on the 5-minute chart here, which isn't great for broader analysis, but it is great for our trading. So we've been talking about the fact that we thought that this is working on accumulation, and I think that is true. I think maybe yesterday we got a little bit overzealous, but I like the entries a lot better today, and I like the accumulation a lot better today as well. So I'm going to talk through what I'm going to be looking through. We're going to do a bit broader analysis as well, but just in the short term, this to me is your markdown, your selling climax over here on what was this, the 14th, so 2 days ago. This would be your automatic reaction, your secondary test. This would be your spring, and this potentially, if this holds, would be your test. Now I do like it holding here as a potential because we got really oversold, and we're about to cross to the upside on the RSI. So that is really good. We do need to get back into the midst of this. What I don't want to see is coming up and then getting rejected off of 110.7. That wouldn't be good. But if we could get back to 111.2, that would actually flip, which we've been in for, ever since the big black swan event. We've been in bearish posture on the 5-minute chart. That would actually flip us back bullish. And so we haven't been like that for a few days. So that could be really good. This would be, and this would be textbook. You'd have your markup, distribution, markdown, and then this is a bigger, broader accumulation here. So that is my short-term analysis. I am looking for longs today. Yesterday, I think I was a bit overzealous, like wanting that spot. That made some mistakes yesterday, and we lost money, but that's okay. It's all a journey. It's all about recalibrating and locking in. So the road to 10,000 steps or 10,000 miles is a long journey, and it's one step at a time. On a bigger time frame, though, I think that the 28-day low is in. I put it out in my video this morning. I think that the 28-day low is in. And in reality, people are going to get super bearish at the bottom of ranges, and then they're going to get super bullish at the top of the range. To me, that's where sentiment is at. It's just in the dumps right now, and I couldn't be happier. Right now, what is the fear and greed today? 32. This is wonderful news. Okay? This is magnificent. That's great. I love that. So I think that what's going to happen at a minimum on the broader time frame, bare bones, I think that the 28-day low was Friday, last Friday, and we're going to make a dead cat bounce retrace to the 618, and then we can reevaluate. Are we going to roll over? Are we showing signs of distribution, or are we going to get to the top of the range and is everyone going to get bullish again? I don't know the answer to that question, but that's what happens. When you get at the top of the range, everyone is bullish. When you get at the bottom of the range, everyone is bearish. And $19 billion of liquidations, the highest liquidation in crypto history, could not make another low. So if that can't do it, I'm not sure what will. I'm not sure. The Russell 2000, we've been talking a lot about, and the reason we've been talking a lot about it is because during this time right here, that's when alt season took place. It wasn't a second before then. So here's March of 2021. Here's November of 2021. It was after the Russell broke out and then went into distribution. That's when alt season happened. Okay, so my eyes have been locked and loaded on the Russell, and we said that it's doing the exact same setup over here. Look at that. Right here. Not only is it doing the same thing, it just put in a new all-time high, and it keeps putting in new all-time highs. To me, this is a bigger deal than anyone is making. Not only is this a piece of the puzzle, this is, I would argue, the entire equation. Ethereum, Solana, XRP, they're really going to follow all of that. Ethereum sitting at $4,000. I would like Ethereum to get back to 4,300. And then XRP, I would like it to get back to... What was the number for XRP? I just made a video on it. I don't know. I don't remember. I think there's a decent chance that this was a spring for XRP, though. If it can get back to 280. And then really, I would like it to get to 310. 310 would confirm this as a spring. Same thing for XRP. I don't think that another low is coming. So with that, let's get into the trades. I have a trade open from yesterday. I don't love my positioning on it, but I love the structure of it. So I think, if you were to play along, you could get a better entry than me. My current mark price is 110.3. Or excuse me, my entry is 20x leverage long. My entry price is 10.8. My take profit is 113.5. My stop loss is 109.2. I might actually add to this today because this is a new day. Let's look at the 5-minute here. What platform do you trade on? I'm using BitUnex. There's a link in my bio. You can use that. We literally about to drop to new lows. Okay, bro, then short it. Short it. Short it, Omar. Put your money where your mouth is. Short it. If you think that, then make money. I don't care. If $19 billion cannot bring Bitcoin lower, what's it going to take? If $19 billion of sell pressure cannot bring Bitcoin lower, what will it take, my friend? But if you believe that, by all means, short it. Make money. I'm rooting for you. I hope you're right. How long do you plan on having this open? I would like to close it today. For sure. I think I'm going to add to it, though. To do a stream. So this is going to be a longer stream. So we're going to do like some trading. We're going to do some TA. We're going to do some Q&A. Normal stream plus trading, basically. And it'll probably be a little bit longer. So make sure you guys spam the like button. Hitting the share so other people can spam the like button. You don't think it'll get rejected off of those two lows from last night? We'll see. But Ski, the CT calls are calling for much lower. Yeah, not today, but next week. I just thought we'll make this one public, but from now on it'll be members only. So if you want to catch these like trading streams, it will be members only for YouTube and for TikTok. The only reason I made today not is because I was running late and I have stuff going on this evening that I don't think I'll be able to do another live stream. Trading ETH again this morning. Do you think Astra is a good exchange to trade on? I don't have any experience with trading on Astra. I have no idea. What's the position? Current position is Bitcoin long, 20x long. By the way, none of this is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Trade at your own risk. You are a big boy or a big girl. My mark price is 110.8. My liquidation is 109.2, and my take profit is 113.5. The reasoning is, I think that this is, you can make a strong case that this is accumulation here. Very strong case, actually. I want to see us get back above 111. If we can do that, I think we're going to flip bullish. Making a push right now. So worried right now, bro. I've been in for 3 years and haven't made anything. Haven't sold anything in DCA. I saw a quote the other day. It said the market will break you mentally far longer than it rewards you financially. So only the strong will survive. So keep down the path, bro. Just make sure, reevaluate, your portfolio. Make sure that you got some solid projects. You got some solid fundamental stuff with good tokenomics, and then just keep down the path. You still believe Sonic will hit 0.075? I do. I do indeed. Somebody said, I understand that tops don't occur when everyone is screaming FUD, but market makers have realized they don't need euphoria anymore to get money out of the market or even top. Any thoughts? I don't agree with that. The market is very painful. It is grueling. It is painful. Okay? Think of the market makers like being in a toxic relationship. Okay? The market makers are kind of like being in a toxic relationship. In that, in order for you to keep coming back for more, they cheated on you. Right? You have to have some level of, they've changed. They bought me flowers. They're doing the dishes. They're going to change this time for real. You have to have some level of that, or you're not going to keep coming back. If they're all just, like, if nothing is good, there's no reward, people aren't going to come back. If there's no wins, if nobody wins, yeah, it's like being in a toxic relationship. That is what the market makers are like. They promise they'll change, and they're going to do it again. They're going to wreck people again, but there has to be good there has to be yin along with the yang in order to create that toxicity that everyone knows and loves. Because we are flirting with it. This is the first time that we've like really flirted with it on the 5 minute since the crash, since the Friday crash. And so I think what can happen here is if we can get a body close above this at a 111.2, we can get a body close above this. We just got to cross to the upside on the 5 minute. Perhaps break above this and hold this as support. It will flip this bullish. And this is definitely, in my opinion, this is, your distribution. This is your markdown. This is your big accumulation. And then you could even say, like, even on a bigger time frame, this is big accumulation. So, when you have these big violent moves to the downside, guess what? The market is balance. That is what the market is. It is balance. Constantly trying to find balance. And what you need to do as an investor or as a trader is look for imbalances in the market. And see if you can find your way into balance. I kind of wish Wall Street was not allowed. I'm with you on there. All right, I hear what you're saying, Eclipse. He's saying, what if the market makers left behind because too many people listen? The smartest of people get dumb and drunk off of euphoria. All right. What is the best advertisement? What onboards more people than anything? Is it an ad? No, it's an all-time high. What does retail love buying? All-time highs. Retail loves, like it's their job. They sell the bottom and they buy the tops. That's what retail does. That's what retail will do forever. So this idea that, oh, they're not going to do euphoria again. No. That's not real. There will never be euphoria again. That's not a real thing. Just a little love bombing. Exactly. They're going to love bomb us. And you got to recognize it as love bombing. That's a good way to put it. That's what the euphoria is. It's love bombing. Start of a bullish divergence on the daily. Who are these market makers? Binance, BlackRock. Like, the entire reason that the market crashed on Friday was because of Binance. Like, they are the apex predators. Like, why did FTX go to zero? It was because of Binance. Binance is the apex predator in crypto. And then there's BlackRock. Those two are the apex predators as far as like public names. Like, where do they make the most money? They make the most money with the most amount of people trading. Where is that? Is it at bottoms? Is it in despair? No. People aren't trading that. All right. So, like to hold this as a higher low here. If we come back again and do another higher low, I will probably add to my position here. This is a little bit over. This is hot on the 1 minute. So we probably will. We're probably going to come back to 110.5, maybe 110.3. I would like to see a higher high again, or a higher low. But if we get back to, I'm going to do 110.4. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a limit order right now for 110.4. Nope. There we go. I'm going to do a limit order for 110.4. Let's make it 3.7. $3.75. That's going to be the limit order. 10% margin. We're going to bump down the stop loss here a little bit. We're going to make it 108.9. Yep, and then take profit, we'll do 113. Okay. There we go. All right, so that's a limit order. We'll see if that gets filled or not. What about 113 resistance? Great. That's where I put my take profit, right below it. Do you still think the alt season? Yes, listen. What is the biggest indication of alt season? I'm going to tell you right now. Like, other creators will not tell you this. You know, they want to look at all the wrong stuff. I'm going to tell you right now. What is the biggest indication of an alt season? I'll tell you. It is this chart right here. This chart right here is the biggest indicator of alt season. And this is the Russell 2000. Okay, if you don't know what the Russell 2000 is, it's essentially like alt season for stocks. That's an oversimplification, but just I'm trying to explain it in layman's terms so everyone understands. Okay, the Russell 2000 is essentially alt season for stock market. Okay. Now, some people know that the Bitcoin is correlated to the stocks, but it's more correlated than you think. Okay. Now, here's the C19 crash. Here's from 2018 to the C19 crash to 2021. It was not until Bitcoin, the Russell, got into the buying climax and distribution, which of course I'm talking about Wyckoff distribution, which is a topping structure. It was not until the Russell 2000 got into distribution. Buying climax, upthrust, UTAD. Buying climax, upthrust, UTAD. That is distribution. It wasn't until it got into distribution that the alts started running. And here's even more proof. March of 2021 was the buying climax. The upthrust was November of 2021. I'll overlay it over. We'll do others. We'll do the total two. We'll do. I can do 100 coins, but I'll do two real quick for you. Here is what is this? The total 3. All right, so we're going to show you the point from the C19 crash till the buying climax. I'm going to have them both circled in 2021 for you. Okay, so here it is. Buying climax, purple, C19 crash. Look at this. The buying climax, look at where, it was at bear market lows. The total 3 was at the buying climax. But let's zoom out and show you where the upthrust is. From the buying climax, you'll see it scrolling together. Look at that. That's when alt season took place. Buying climax to the UTAD. Now, why am I encouraged by this? Well, I pulled a fractal from the C19 crash. So right here. We have made new all-time highs consistently, week after week. After the biggest liquidation events, we are still making all-time highs. Look at this candle. It was the same liquidation candle. Look at this. Look at that wick. Look at that big wick. It's the same wick. So that's what we need. We need it to go into distribution. But I think it's close. I think we're getting closer and closer. We are getting closer and closer, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's take a look back on our trade. What's the trade? I have a trade in, and then I have a limit order. So my current trade is 110.8. 109.2 is my stop loss, and then 113 is my take profit. And then I have a limit order for 110.375 with a take profit of 113 and a stop loss of 1089. These are both 20x isolated. If we do in fact go into full-blown alt season, I'm putting you in for sainthood. All right, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means, but I love it. Broski back. I never left, Dance. I never left. They just don't recommend me to you sometimes. But I never left. I've been here. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. Thanks for the hat and mustache, you savage. Thanks for the hearts.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Late to the show. What is the long take profit stop loss? I just put it out, but I have a limit order in right now at 110.375. The stop loss for that trade is 1089. The take profit is 113. And then the active trade is basically the same, but it's a little bit higher. So it's 110.8. But I really like the setup. I was maybe a little bit ambitious, I guess, yesterday. But the setup is looking stronger and stronger. I should have been more patient yesterday. But we're about to flip bullish on the 5-minute, which we haven't done since the crash. We've been bearish the entire time since the crash. And we're about to flip bullish again. So that's the thought process. That's what I'm trying to catch. I'm trying to catch that move where we flip bullish. That is what I'm trying to do. Because realistically, Bitcoin at some point should do a dead cat bounce to like minimum 117. I don't need to catch that entire move. Someone said there's resistance at 113. That's true. So I don't need to catch that whole move, but a little bit of it will be fine. That's the thinking. We'll see if I'm right or not. I'm going to be wrong a lot. You know, this whole journey, I'll be wrong probably like... If I can be wrong 40% of the days, then great. We're doing fantastic. Dead cat bounce. So we done? I didn't say that, but I'm saying minimum move. Minimum move. That's what you would expect. If I can be wrong 40% of the days, then great. Fantastic. That's a profitable trader if you manage risk correctly. Realistically, a trader that's right 55% of the time. If you manage risk right, that's a profitable trader. That's all you need. All you need is love. Thank you for... What was that? The budding here? The go popular? Yeah, savages.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
All right, we're getting closer to the fill here. We got a limit order at 110.375. I imagine it's going to bump down the whole thing. Let's see if we can get this filled. I need to get like a little, I need to get an emote where it's like order filled. Let's see. Can we get filled? Oh, come on. Order filled. That's what she said. Cap! She didn't say that. You don't say that. Come on. Get it. You short? No. I'm long. I have a limit order right here, and I'm waiting for it to get it for a long. 110,375. Come on. Come on, you. By the way, we're doing these trading streams every Monday through Thursday. I'm making this one public, but most of the time it is a members only, and that's how it's going to be. I might do an occasional public one, but 99% of the time it's going to be members only. So make sure you guys, if you want to be a part of this challenge from $1,000 to $100,000, bro, don't use my limit as support. Make sure you guys drop a follow, and make sure you guys you can become a member if you want to support the channel and be a part of it, where I'll be putting my trades out daily. So we'll be trading at least Monday through Thursday. What are the rules, everybody? What are you converting in your super fans? What do you mean by that? I think it's $9, Brandon. So Monday through Thursday, we're going to be doing this challenge where we're trading from $1,000 to $100,000. I've done a similar challenge successfully from $10 to $1,000 before. I actually did from $10 to $9,000 successfully before. So I'm trying to do, it's been a couple years, so we're going to do $1,000 to $100,000. So that's the goal. And then I'll just be talking through, like, it's going to be a learning experience. Really, the goal is really not like if we reach the goal, then great. The goal is to talk through what I'm thinking, why I'm thinking it, talk through some of the mistakes I'm making, talk through some of the things that I'm doing correct, talk through where I could have been better, like really analyzing and really calibrating my trades to really bring as much value to you guys as I can. So I will be putting out preemptively the things I'm looking for daily. I'll be doing a subscription video in the morning most days where I'll be looking for pre-market, and then I'll be live seeing if I was right or not. What do you think the chances of Solnick to 10 cents? 100% sooner or later. Where do I join? You just become a member on YouTube. That's it. It is. So this is open to the public today, but most days it's going to be members only. Can we get this limit order filled? It's like flirting with it. Don't tease me. There we go. Order filled. There we go. All right. Order filled. Okay, we're in the second part of the trade. So I think it just moved my cost average down. actually. 110.6 is my cost now. 10% until we get so I will scale the that's called margin, is the percentage of your portfolio that you put on the trade. Right now it's at 10%. Sarah, thanks for becoming a member.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
So as we scale the portfolio up to $2,000, I'm going to scale it back, and then it will be at 5% margin from $5,000 on. Brandon says, is it better to be YouTube members or TikTok? Whatever you prefer, Brandon. It doesn't matter. Whichever one you enjoy the most. I appreciate the support either way. Are you changing your stop loss, number one? I should. I think that that's fair to do that. I don't think that that's like just moving the stop loss, right? So we will. We're going to put it right there. We will. Maybe bump to 116 triple test. I think so. That would be a dead cat bounce, bare minimum. I do think that the 28-day low is in, but depending on how you want to slice it, 107 might not be a 28-day low, depending if you're counting the wicks or if you're how I don't know what you're going to count for Friday. I'm still trying to figure it out myself. But I think that that's, you know, that wouldn't be crazy to get a dead cat bounce and then go to 107. Sarah B, thanks for becoming a super fan. Yes, savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Appreciate your support. All right, now what I will be doing is once we get a little run back, I don't know if we're going to break up or not, but I'm going to take probably 30% just to pull down the margin. What's a super fan? A super fan is where the lives are. It's just like a subscriber. They changed the name of it. I don't know why TikTok did that. Cool Flips, thanks for becoming a member, a super fan, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Do you think that Bitcoin will be up by the end of the year? I think Bitcoin's going to be up by November. Follow you till Valhalla. Bro's doing the Catholic prayers, talking about Valhalla, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, damn it. Someone asked the leverage is 20x leverage for Bitcoin. Up, Vember. Ski, if you have time, can you give a price prediction on CDX? I got you. All right, so if we get when we get back in profit, I'm gonna close a little bit of the trade out for margin purposes because I lowered the entry a little bit. Are you a day trader? I'm an investor, but I'm doing a day trading challenge. I've successfully accomplished this challenge before. The challenge that I did before was $10 to $1,000, and I ended up going from $10 to $9,000. But the challenge this time is from $1,000 to $100,000. And so I will be day trading throughout that challenge, but generally I am an investor. I am not a day trader. Hopefully that answers your question. And really, honestly, the reason for that, and I felt this yesterday because I was in a trade yesterday and I was at the gym. The reason that I mostly just invest versus day trading, I'm just being honest, transparent here. Some people like it, some people it's fun, but it's like I was in a trade and I was at the gym and I caught myself looking at the charts. I don't really like that. You know what I mean? So I like just investing more because I don't need to do that. But, you know, day trading, if you're disciplined, consistent, can be very profitable. And I've done like really cool feats by day trading. I feel like I can do both. However, I am constantly trying to guard my peace. And so my goal actually is to be out of the trades by the end of the session. I don't like leaving trades open because I don't want to be thinking about it. I just want to be going about my day. I don't want to be in the gym doing squats and like looking at the charts in between sets. So I would prefer, if I do it correctly, sometimes I don't. Yesterday I did not. If I do things correctly, I would prefer to be in the trade and out of the trade in the same session. That means you did it correctly. If you're in a trade for like a couple of days, that means you didn't do it right. You made a mistake. Yesterday I made a mistake. So it happens. So really though, like, okay, so let's talk through like what did I do yesterday? And then let's talk about like what is the right answer. Because of that very fact. You don't want to be like so married to this where you can't think about anything else. You can't think about your kids. You can't think about your wife. You can't think about your husband, whatever. You can't think about your job. You don't want to be like that. So what you should do is carve out a 2 to 4 hour block of time. That's going to be your trading block. And whatever happens, happens. That's the best thing to do. And your objective when you sit down for a trading session, your goal should not be to make money. That's going to sound counterintuitive, but it is true. The goal when you sit down for a trading session is to calibrate yourself, become more disciplined, become more consistent, and refine the skill that is trading. Okay, that is the goal. When you sit down to do a trading session, is not to make money. It is to refine your trading skills. And the byproduct of that is you will make money. Okay, but the goal shouldn't be to make money, because that will plant like really bad habits in your brain, because sometimes, a lot of times, you will do the right thing and you won't make money. You will do the wrong thing and you will make money. And if the goal is to just sit down, trade, make money, you're going to plant bad habits in your brain. And what's going to happen is, if you break your rules, if you do bad habits, you're going to make money, you're going to make money, you're going to make money, and then you're going to lose. And the sins for the price for sinning is steep. In trading, it is a steep price. When you have sinned, when you have to pay for your sins, the more sin that you get away with, generally the deeper the price is. So hopefully that makes sense. Where can I catch your lives? Right here. It's for superfans / YouTube members. Are you familiar with Jitto? I am not. Only your last trade for the morning, afternoon, or evening should be an authentic trade. 5-minute time frame looking better. Listen, okay, let's reevaluate the 5-minute time frame, and I'll talk you guys through what I was thinking when I made this trade. Now, admittedly, again, and I'm going to try to be honest, transparent, because I am still calibrating this, because I'm not used to, like, I haven't been active. I've been kind of retired a little bit as far as day trading. So I came out of retirement for this challenge. So I'm still recalibrating things, and it's going to take me a minute to like really get back in the groove of things. So I'm going to talk through a mistake that I made yesterday, and we're going to talk about what I'm seeing and why I made this trade. Okay? So good, bad, or ugly. Again, the goal when we sit down for a trading session is to refine our skills. It's not to make money. The byproduct of refining your skills is to make money. Is that you will make money. Okay? Everybody with me? Okay. So what I saw yesterday when I was really looking at it was over here. And my specialty, my bread and butter, is Wyckoff accumulation. That is my bread and my butter. And what I saw was a markdown. I saw a bullish divergence. Price was going down. RSI was going up. But I was a little bit early. I should have waited for more accumulation, because generally what you don't get in crypto or anything, you don't generally get a V bottom, right? So you don't generally get this action. That's not generally how it works. Generally what you get is accumulation, which looks more like this. Okay? Wyckoff accumulation is my bread and butter, and I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. It works on every time frame. You just really got to dial it in. Yesterday, I was a little bit ambitious, I guess. So I saw this. I saw a divergence, and I put in my trade here. You know, I should have been more patient yesterday, and I should have waited for more accumulation. I did not. But that's okay, because again, we are calibrating, we are learning. But to me, we're deep in accumulation on the 5-minute, and all the moving averages are very coiled. All we need to get is back here, and that would flip everything bullish. And then eventually what we're going to get is our sign of strength. We'll probably chop. Right? And then we're going to get a retrace to the 618. That's what it's going to look like eventually. So what do we have? We have our preliminary support, selling climax, secondary test in phase B. And then we have our spring was last night in the dead of the night while they were burning the midnight oil right here. This would be your move to the upside. If this holds as the higher low right here, this would be our test right here. So we're probably somewhere in here right now. The next thing is the SOS. I'm trying to trade the SOS right now. That's the move I'm trying to trade. From spring to SOS is my favorite trade to make. Because springs are usually scary, and I'm pretty intuitive at understanding macro psychology. Now, that doesn't mean like we could get invalidated. Invalidation would be a lower low over here. That would invalidate this. But right now, that's the setup, and it's a pretty good one. And the fact that the 5 minute, we haven't been bullish on the 5 minute. So what is bullish? What is this music? All right, what is bullish posture? What is bearish posture as far as RSI? So for me, and I don't know why they keep changing the colors. Like, I'm not changing the colors. It's weird. I'm going to make this blue. Then we'll make this light blue. I'll make this yellow. I'll make this red. Okay. So, this is the 200. The blue is the 200. Pass, fail. If you're above the 200, it's, generally in bullish posture. If you're below it, it's generally bearish. But you get accumulation when you shift. Okay? What we want for the most bullish posture is we want the 200, this blue line, the dark blue, we want that to be on the bottom, which is in the middle right now. Then we want the light blue to be above that. Then we want the yellow, which is the 200, 100, 50. We want it to be like that. And then the 20, we want it to be on top. That is the most bullish posture. And then flip of that, which is over here, 200, 100, 50, 20. That's the most bearish posture. All right. Really, that's your trend until you flip. But the bet that I'm making right now is that we are doing accumulation, which is a flippening, that we're about to flip into bullish posture for a brief time. That's the bet that I'm making right now. We'll see if it's right. We'll see if it's wrong. I don't know. But that's the bet that I'm making. What is a super fan and YouTube member? It's how these streams will be like this. The Web, thanks for the $2 donation.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
All right. Eric, thanks for becoming a super fan, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
All right, so there you go. That's my thought process. We'll see if it's right. We'll see if it's wrong. Again, we're just refining our skills. We'll see if it's right. We'll see if it's wrong. But that was my thought process through everything. So you can at least understand why I did it. Because I don't want to just make trades to just make trades. That's when you get in bad spots. You want to have a rhyme and a reason. And if your reason is right, your reason is wrong, so be it. But you want to at least be process system based. What's the target? 113. Ski, are you buying spot alts here and Bitcoin? Yes, I do like a lot of. I like VeChain here. I like ADA here. Those are probably the two best spots plays. Am I too late to get in, bro? We're below my entry, so no. Can you repeat your take profit and stop loss? Take profit is 113. Stop loss is 10.8. We have we have too much margin. So when we get back into profit, probably about $10, $15, I'm going to close probably 40% of the trade for risk management purposes. This trade can take all evening. It can. Any of them. Any of them. It certainly can. Oh, that was a good one. My targets for VChain are still the same. All right, let's go back to the 1 minute. We need to clean all this up. All right, we need to hold this as a higher low here. That's what I would like. Kaka says, do you have a course? I do. It's in the Telegram. A call with me or 2 NFTs from hedge funds get you lifetime access. What is this music right now, bro? What are we doing here? Would you mind mentioning how much you win versus how much you lose? Normally it's 2 to 1 is what I risk. Normally 2 to 1. Is Binance going down? Probably someday. Binance is a scam, man. Like the whole reason that the market crashed on Friday was because of Binance. The whole reason that the market crashed on Friday was because of Binance. Like they are a scam. You reposted a video about Binance of Alex Costa. I repost all of Alex's videos. I'm not going to speak on his videos. You just go watch his videos. Here's a secret, guys. Alex reposts all my videos, and I repost all of Alex's videos. You hate Jam? I don't hate Jam. I have no hate in my heart for anyone. I have nothing but love in my heart for everyone. So what should we use instead of Binance? You should use the blockchain. Listen, centralized exchanges are like a public restroom. You're not supposed to be in a public restroom bare cheeks scrolling on TikTok. Get in a public restroom, do your business, and get out. That's what exchanges are. You get in, you buy what you need to buy, and then you put it on your own wallet. That's what exchanges are for. They're not meant to be sitting bare cheeks with graffiti all over the wall and you're just scrolling on TikTok. No. Get in, do your business, and get out. Can you put on some Post Malone? I cannot, because I'm live on YouTube. Where's the Telegram? I give out the Telegram manually to people who book calls with me. What's your prediction here? Well, I think my prediction is that we're doing accumulation. Big time frame. And we just got to get above the 200 moving average here. And then that we're going to go to the sign of strength, which is about 113. Bro. What is going on here, man? True, don't let your coins on exchanges. Listen, I've been in this space a long time, guys. I've been in this space a long time. Since 2013, I've been in crypto. Guess what? Every single bear market is started and ended by some big exchange going to zero. And everyone on that exchange losing all their money. Every stinking time. That's what happens. Every one of them. Every single bear market that I have been in this game since 2013 has been because some big exchange went to zero. Every single one of them. All of them. Not your keys, not your crypto. If it doesn't belong to you, are we in a bear nut market now? I don't think so, no. But we will be, and there will be a sacrificial lamb that goes to zero. And everyone who has their money on that exchange will lose their money. And there is no FDIC insurance. You don't get it back. You just have to wait until they settle and give you 30 cents on the dollar, and then by that time usually the crypto market's pumped like a crazy amount, so it's really 30 cents on the $20 is what you're going to get back. If you've been for a long time, are you a millionaire yet? By net worth. What exchanges have gone to zero in the past? Mt. Gox, FTX, what was BlockFi, Voyager. Those are just like off the top of my head, the big ones. There's been like hundreds of small ones. Yeah, listen. It happens every time. Every single bear market. That's how you know. Binance is too big to fail. FTX was too big to fail. FTX was the second biggest exchange in the world. There's nothing too big to fail. That's not real. I got 20 ETH in BlockFi and they only give me 5K worth of USDT back. Exactly. And how long did it take? It took like 3 years to get that back, right? So God mode knows. What I'm saying is true. Don't think it could be different. Don't think that you're different. Don't think that there's some exchange that's too big to fail. That is not the entire ethos. No good. We'll see. We will see. This is going to 70K someday. Someday. After 130. Yeah, I agree. I agree. After 130. The Russell's above 2,500. What do I think is next? Sooner or later, crypto's going to catch up. What happened the last time the Russell broke out? When the Russell broke out and then went into distribution from March of 2021 through November of 2021, what happened? What is distribution? Distribution is a topping structure. What happened when the market did that? What happened from March of 2021 through... This is distribution. That's what the Russell did in 2021 from March through November. What happened during that time? You let me know. You let me know. I think we're getting close to our stop loss here. All right, so people are saying catastrophic if we get to 110. In all reality, we're going to test the 200, 107 if we don't close today. Oh, I think we got stopped. Ooh, we're close. Yeah, we're about to get stopped. What is the daily exactly? The daily is every candle equals 1 day. And we just got stopped. Is this the spring on the 5 minute? I thought that this was, so I'm not going to be like, oh, this is it. This is it. Now this is it. This just means I had the wrong evaluation here. It might be the spring. It might be. What could be happening here, though, is testing the 200. That would be the more macro thing. I got wicked out of my trade. I did too. Open along. All right, let's go back to the 1 minute here. See if we can find a good entry. That was a pretty strong rejection off the 200. This is, let's see what the 5. Yeah, because now we're, we'll see. How low you think it will go? If we're going to test the 200, it's 107. We'll see. I mean, it could be right. Like, I could have been preemptive on the spring. See what it does here. This is now really oversold. Make sure it's not a revenge trade. I know, that's why I'm being careful here. The thing is, like, if we don't spring above it, it's going to be resistance. This will all be resistance. So we have to get, you know, this will be resistance. 110.7. $108.9. All right, we're at 11 though on the RSI. Pretty deep. We could try to 110.2. We could try that. Because I think this is going to be resistance. Even if we break above it, I think it's going to be resistance now. So we're going to do 110.2. And then I might look for shorts. Stop loss. $107.6. Oh, we're already in. This is a live trade. This is a live trade. Whale's been shorting big the past 2 days. All right, so here's what we're going to try to do here. We're going to try to catch this to 110.2 and see, are we going to get rejected there? See what the structure does. If we get rejected, we're going to be looking for shorts to 107. If we break above, then my original thesis was right. I just had the wrong timing. Let's go on the 1 minute here. This is now at 10. I should have waited a little bit. That's okay. And what are you doing, sweetie?
I want to see a cat.
Okay, go feed the cat.
The door is locked.
Okay. All right, I might close this, but I have a short here at this resistance. Oh. I screwed that up. Dang it. I screwed that up. I swore I changed the price. $110.3. Take profit 108.2. Stop loss. Hey baby.
What is that?
It's my phone.
What is this?
Okay. All right, so we have a limit order at 110.3 short. And then we're going to take profit on the long here. Hey, baby. Go play. Daddy's working. Did Bitcoin just lose structure? I don't think so. We'll see. Still in a long. I'm going to long to one. I'm going to close the long here at 110. 2. And then we're going to try to enter in a short. Because this is really oversold. All right, let's see, though. We got to cross the upside on the RSI here. Let's see. What do you got, McLean? So here's what I think is going to happen. And we're going to have a plan either way. So probably we're going to bounce, touch the top of this range, get rejected. That would be the short, and then we would go and touch 107. This could be the spring, and this would put us back in here, and we would hold this as a higher low. This is accumulation still, but I classified this as the spring, and it was not. So that was wrong. So that's both scenarios. There's two scenarios. Either A, my analysis was correct the first time, but I had the wrong analysis on the spring, and that was our spring right there. Or B, this was a rejection, and we're going to go test the 200 on the daily, which is 107. Which will probably happen at some point. But either way, we have a plan either way. $90K. Oh god. I'm seeing you guys capitulate in real time right now. Is that the mark of the spring? I'm looking at the comments. I'm literally seeing you guys capitulate in real time right now. I'm seeing 90K calls, 70K calls. Alts are never coming back ever. This is what capitulation looks like. Show us your alt longs. I'm not trading alts. I have way more break of structure. Yeah, but it's not the daily close. If we get a daily close below 110, then that would be a 107 test. That's what that means. McLean, what do you got? This has been so painful. Yeah. It'd be like that. It do be like that. People are capitulating so bad, we now have time travelers entering the chat. He says, Bitcoin will drop below 100K today. I'm from the future. You've been warned. All right, time traveler. Either we have a time traveler, ladies and gentlemen, or everyone is capitulating live right now. I'm not sure which. I believe anything at this point. Why are we dumping? Ah! Because people are selling. That's why. Thoughts on VeChain? I like VeChain. Yeah. Stream with Alex tomorrow. Yep. Oh no. Honest thought, man. I have 17K invested. I'm down 2K. Is it over? Brethren, those are rookie numbers. You got to get those numbers up. You know how many times I've been down? I'm down on Dash to this day. I'm down on EOS to this day. Them are rookie numbers. You know how many times I've been down 50+% or more before doing like a 5x or more? Are we crashing? Oh my god. I'm crying about my $10 here. I know it. I'm sure someone down more. I know someone down more. We're falling out of range. Ah, help us, Ski. Yeah, I think I'm down 50 today. Not a good day today. It happens. I will be wrong. 40% of my trades, if I'm good. I knew we were going down to 99484. I should not have took that long. Not looking good. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. All of these people capitulating in my comments makes me like pretty confident, to be honest with you. We'll see what happens, but like I'm putting it out. I am observing it, and then I am telling you it's happening live while it's happening. People are capitulating live right now. People are freaking out to the highest degree that I've seen in a while. That's a good sign. Now, it's not the sign, it's not the Rubik's Cube, but it's a good sign for sure. We're so back. Look at that. We're back. It's too slow. It's too slow, brethren. 19 billion was wiped out last Friday. What do you want? What do you need? McLean, what do you got? Save us, Ski. McLean. Most volatile market in the world. That's right. Everyone wants 10x's, but no one wants volatility. Everybody wants 100x, but no one wants 100x volatility. One or the other, my friend. No crying in the casinos. Oh, God. Now people are looking to break even. Good. Wonderful news. McLean, what do you got? What price is the 50-week EMA? $98. But look how bullish this posture is. Like, we're not even close right now. Nothing is sloping down. See, this is why a lot of y'all shouldn't trade. I'm just being honest. Y'all can't even invest. McLean, what do you got? We're so back. Look at that. We're so back. Bear market started, bro. Okay. About to get across the upside on the 5-minute here. See if we can test the top of the 200 here. Worst case scenario before we rip. Nuclear warfare and the world is over. That's the worst case scenario, I would say. Worst case. Everyone's panicking here. I love it. I know, like, it's crazy. This is the most I've seen people capitulate live before for a while. The RSI is oversold. It's very oversold. It's a 5-minute though. It doesn't mean as much. That's all, folks. No up only comments. Only we're going lower. The daily is oversold as well. No way we can pump. There's no way. Run for the hills. I work for McDonald's. If we lose 108, we're cooked. Why? It would just be a back test. What if Trump saves us? Mr. President, I'm tired of winning. Please. Everyone screams for entry, then cries when they get one. 100%. That is facts. I filled my McDonald's job interview years ago. Dang it. Elon, save us. McLean! What do you got? Please, Mr. President, I'm tired of winning. No more winning. Wally, what's up, brother? What's up, brother? All season started. It's confirmed. Cheers, Ski. Cheers. McLean. All right, guys. I need you to write down how you feel today. How do you feel about the market today? Write it down. What was the price? What did you think was going to happen? And then I want you to revisit it from a month from now and see what actually happened. Any words on Trump's news conference? What's it? I don't know. I don't keep up with that stuff. The cream is at the bottom and ready.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Wish I had a nickel for every time someone said all season has started. I wish I had a nickel for every time someone said it was canceled. McLean, what do you got? How low before you buy the dip? What are you waiting for? Love me like you do. Maybe they're selling the news because of fear. 100%. Listen, people are afraid. Be afraid. Be very afraid. 32. That's pretty daggone low. That's pretty daggone low. Did we miss all season because of leap year? Dang it, I forgot. Oh my god, I forgot all about leap year. What the flip, dude? You guys are just now telling me? Daggone it, man. We need more fear before a reversal. Not necessarily. Fear and greed is not linear. It's not, you have to factor in where you were just at. And we were just above 60 like a week ago. About a week ago. 58 last week. Being at 32 now. That is a stark correction. So no, that's not true. Why stay in crypto for 20% gains when it's going down 70K Bitcoin? LOL. Okay. Then short it, bro. Short it. Make money on the way down then. I don't know, bro. I didn't get 20% gains. I bought XRP at 30 cents and sold at 333 and bought a farm. That's what I did. Maybe you know more than me, though. That's what I did. Maybe you know more than me, though. I'm probably going to sell some of my silver, actually. I'm probably going to sell some of my gold, too. The crash a few days ago was real. Yeah, and so was the pump from 30 cents. So was the pump from 16K. Like, what do you want? If you cannot handle 20, 30% corrections, you don't deserve 2, 3, 5x gains. Everyone wants life-changing money, but they don't want life-changing volatility. There is no yin without yang. It's one or the other. Pick what you like. No one man should have all that power. I hold plenty of gold and silver. Just did my first purchase of XRP yesterday at 241. That's a decent price on XRP. I'm thinking about selling some of my silver. I sold some gold. My average gold price is like $1,500. I'm probably going to sell some gold. Sell some silver. Gold is very hot. It'll probably keep going. It'll probably go to 4,700, to be honest. What is it at now? $42. Gold is ripping on the 5-minute. What in the world? Gold is parabolic on every single time frame. My God, literally. Literally. Gold is parabolic on every single time frame. Look at the 2 hour. What the heck? Oh my God. Gold is overbought on every single time frame. This is insane. I need to sell my gold. That's what I need to do. Gold is overbought on every single time frame. On every single time frame, gold is overbought. I am going to sell some of my gold today, guys. That's what I'm going to be doing. Literally, from monthly, 5 weeks, it's overbought. 2 weeks, it's overbought. 1 week, it's overbought. 5 days, it's overbought. I've never seen this in my entire career of trading crypto. I have never seen an asset be overbought or oversold on every single time frame. That is the craziest thing I've ever seen. It just looked at every period of time. They're all overbought. It's the most overbought it's been on the monthly chart since 1979. since 1979. It is the most overbought that it has been. I own physical gold. Bitcoin is not overbought. Bitcoin is oversold. Yeah, physical gold. Everyone calling for 70K Bitcoin means the bottom's very close. 100%. Will gold crash when alt season starts? Probably. That means a rotation of capital. Where were we at on the M2 chart? Yeah, listen. Today, on my mama, after this live stream, I am going to my gold shop and I am selling 40% of my gold. That's what's going to be happening. I've never seen that in my life. I've been stacking gold and silver for a long time. I think silver's overheated too, but gold, I've never seen anything like that on any chart. On any chart, I've never seen that. So yeah, there you go. That's a freebie. 40%. I am selling 40%. All right, I gotta use the bathroom. You guys watch my trade for me, all right? Make sure. Watch it. All right, did you guys watch it or what? Are we good? What happened? Reality will strike. Okay, bro. RSI is a lagging indicator. A little bit. All right, if we get stopped here, that's it for the day. That is it for the day. No asset besides gold is safe. The earth makes more gold. I buy gold too. I've been buying gold for 10 years now. For 10 years now, I've been buying gold. I buy gold, I buy silver, I buy real estate, I buy crypto. I'm telling you, after this stream, I'm going to sell 40% of my gold. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, he said, if you love Bitcoin, you should buy the dip. I'm telling you, after this stream, I'm going to sell 40% of my gold. My average price is $1,500 on gold. That's what I'm telling you. We're no match for Trump's tweets. What's he saying? Should we short gold? It's dangerous to short a breakout. But, I mean, it's the opposite of catching a falling knife. You might get lucky. It's dangerous to short a breakout, though. I'm going to sell my Eagles and silver, keep my silver bars. Yeah. I've been accumulating gold since 2012. I haven't sold any of it. I sold 75% of it last week. There you go. What does thou thinketh? Did you see what Brad Garlinghouse tweeted? Some of y'all need to get off Twitter, man. GG Solnick for who, bro? Not for me. It's always a good idea to DCA. It's always a good idea to DCA. DCA means you buy every week regardless of price. That's what DCA means. All right, we got stopped. So that's it for the trading session for today. We had a terrible day today. But that'll happen. Cash is trash. Cash is down 97% since 1971. Cash is the worst investment. I promise you that's going to zero. All right. All right, so we'll do like a more macro recap because we've been looking at the super micro, watching everyone capitulate. I lost half of my balance. I don't know how you did that. You must have been way more. All right. So let's do some more macro analysis here. And my chart will load. The liquidity is at 113.8 now. All right, so we got it. It looks like we got it. We have came down and kissed the 200 moving average. We could fill this out at 107.2. It's rare that you're going to touch the 200 and not find it as support, especially sloping up the way that we are on the 5-hour chart. That's the daily. This isn't the 5-hour. So 107.3. That is, I would be shocked if that's not support. And then we're probably going to go to 113 and then we can reevaluate. What was... This was Friday. Let's look at the 5-hour. I want to look at... All right, so the 5-hour, we're below the 200 right now. We'll see how this closes. So that's going to be resistance. It's going to be resistance until we get above it. We actually saw a rejection off of it as well when we came down, bounced, rejected off the 200. So probably that's what's probably going to happen in the next couple weeks, next week or so. We're probably going to come up and test the 200 again, 115.2, and we'll see what happens. But where we're at on the daily, on top of the 200, we might wick below it, whatever, but that's going to be support. 107.2. You could wick into whatever, that's fine, but the daily body is going to be there. That's what you're going to see. There's a lot of support over here that we're on top of right now as well. Look at this. All this support over here from December highs, January highs, the May highs, the June highs. We're on top of all of that and on top of the 200. All right. So this is what I think is going to happen. How oversold are we on the daily? Neutral. How oversold are we on the 5-hour? Pretty oversold. Nothing crazy though. People bullish yesterday, now or yeah, literally. It's crazy how. No, listen, nothing like price will change sentiment. That's it. When price goes up, people feel awesome about crypto. When price goes down, people feel terrible about crypto. That's the reality. That's what it's going to be forever. And you got to figure out how to manage and navigate that. It's part of the game. That is the game. Managing your emotions is the game. As far as the trading session, we had a bad day. I think we lost maybe 70 today. So not a good day for sure. But it happens. It's going to be, it's part of the process. I will be wrong 40% of the time if I'm lucky. All right. So it's part of the process. We're going to have 2-3 days in a row of winning, and we can't get too high. And when we have 2-3 days in a row of losing, we can't get too low. That's the game. When will you flip bearish? I told you what I will flip bearish as. I will flip bearish. Okay, you want to know when I'll flip bearish? I'll tell you when I'll flip bearish. What would I like to see if I'm going to be a bear? I'll tell you. There's a strong chance we are going to find the 200 as support. Very strong chance. Okay? What is this daggone music, man? My God. All right, so there's a very strong chance we're going to find the 200 as support. So what's going to flip me bearish? If we get a dead cat bounce to the 0.5 to the 702 and then roll over and make a new low, that would make me bearish. And what I would be looking to do, we would get another bounce to the 0.5. I'd be looking to exit a lot of my spot positions right here. But I don't think that's going to happen. But I have a plan if it does. So there you go. That's my thoughts. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to find support off the 200 here. Like we have back in April. Like we had back in August. Like we had back in October of 23. Like we had back in March of 2023. That's what I think is going to happen. We're going to find it. We're going to find it as support. It might wick a little bit below it. We might get a structure like this. We might accumulate below it. You have to use discretion. But that's what's going to happen. In 2023, we didn't have Trump. We did in 2017. I prefer the 2017 bull run over the 2021 Trump bull run. Can you talk about alts? Alts is still the Russell. That is the North Star. This is the North Star, the Russell 2000. That is the North Star for alts. That is the North Star for altcoins. Heart attack is bullish. Ski is soul gonna double bottom. What are you classifying as a double bottom? Even Benjamin Cohen thinks we are turning bearish from here. I don't know who that is. Yeah, I don't know who that is. But sure. Yeah, people are capitulating today for real. This is the biggest, like, this is definitely the biggest. The music is so loud, bro. Is that better? Are you gonna buy gold? Yeah, I'm probably gonna buy some Solnic, some ADA, some VeChain, some Bitcoin. Are you buying Flux? I might buy a little bit of Flux. Can I live in your beard once you shave it? I'm never shaving. Alts are holding better than Bitcoin, to be honest. What is this music, bro? My God. Normally this freaking thing is a banger, but they have been sucking today. There we go. I'll just play it in order. Yeah, I'm selling gold today and I'm going to be buying some crypto. That's what's going to be happening. In my personal portfolio. That is what is going to be happening. Let's take a look at others. Others is up today. That's insane. What about Bitcoin Dominance? I haven't looked at it. Play Michael Meyer. Ski, why are you ignoring me? I'm not. Talk about alties and euphoria today. I already have. I've addressed it 100 times. The North Star is the Russell 2000, which is continuing to make all-time highs. By the way, while Bitcoin's crashing today, others is up. So take that what you will. Check USDT dominance. Yeah, that's pretty high. When was the peak? It's pretty overbought. A little bit. It's hot today, though. Really overbought on the 5 hour. Others is not up. It was when I looked at it. Yes, it is. It literally is. It is up 0.21%. Yes, it is. Solnik's next leg up, 40 million. Somebody capitulated. It happens. I'm telling you right now. Listen, I am selling my gold today, and I will be buying Solnik, Bitcoin, VeChain. What else? What else did I say? ADA. Maybe some flux. So, let them capitulate. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for capitulation. I'm grateful for the opportunities. So where are we going to go? I mean, we're still just in this big macro accumulation here. The next leg is 40 million. 7.5 cents is the beard bet. Still all the same. Nothing has changed. Fear of wars will put crypto lower. If the war starts, it's the bottom. Do you think alts will revisit the Black Friday wicks? No, because it wasn't a real wick. It was a scam. Like, no one could buy those prices. Like, what even is the low? Alts aren't dumping as bad as they normally would. I agree. Like someone said, others is not up today. Yes, it is. It literally is up today while Bitcoin is down. Do you think the bull run is over? No, I don't. 88 targets, 2468. I'm scared. Probably should buy. Hey, log that. Log that. Listen, everyone needs to get a journal, an emotional journal, and log how you're feeling about the markets, what your impulse tells you to do, and what you're actually going to do. Others dominance is up today. Triple swan. It's not a black swan, bro. It's a triple black swan. It's not a black swan. It's capitulation is what it is. It's retail getting their hopes up and then capitulating and selling. That's what's happening. Yeah, people need to realize what happened on Friday was not normal. All shouldn't have crashed like that. It was a technical issue. Yes, that's right. That is correct. My journal says sell my liver, then sell your liver and quit drinking. How long have we been live, guys? 2.5 hours. Ski thought you ended the stream. Did I miss your Solnic chart? Yeah, somebody capitulated. We're still at the bottom of the range. Listen, I'm selling my gold right after this stream. I'm going to be buying Solnic. I'm going to be buying Bitcoin. I'm going to be buying VeChain. I'm going to be buying ADA. So there you go. I am selling my gold. Right after this stream, I'm going to the coin shop and I'm selling my gold. I've been accumulating for a long time. So do with that information what you will. Solnic is still holding structure. It's just at the bottom of the range. Somebody capitulated. It happens. I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for it. But all right, guys. That's going to be it for this time. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. I will never message you first. Those are scammers. For the love of God, do not get scammed. I have 5 slots available for people that want to get an exit strategy or an entry strategy for a one-on-one consultation. I've been booked up, but I have some slots that are available now. So if you guys are interested in that, hit me in the DMs. I'm telling you, they fill up fast. So I haven't had any slots for a while. But that's going to be it for this time. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I probably won't be live this evening. That's why I did a longer stream today. But I'll be live tomorrow with Alex. Yeah, listen, here's some advice I would give you. Bitcoin is on top of the 200. It's probably going to find it as support. We're probably going to bounce to the 618 retracement. And then it will be kumbaya from there. But don't panic sell. Don't do anything out of emotions. Have a plan. Have a plan of action and stick to your plan of action. Okay? Because I promise you, if you do something out of greed, it's wrong. If you do something out of fear, it's wrong. If you're scared today, good. Stick to your plan of action. If you need help setting up a plan, hit me in the DMs. But that's going to be it for this time. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. Peace, love.